I'm gonna teach you how to get a strong as back, and we're gonna start right now. Okay, so when we're talking about muscles in the back, the first thing that we wanna do is just identify, we're gonna cover like 3 to 5 main muscle groups. And that first muscle that we're gonna specifically talk about to get your back strong as is going to be the lats. And the lats can help you do multiple different tasks. They contribute to helping to raise your arms, okay? They're also gonna contribute to helping to alter and raise your torso. In a sport like swimming, the lats contribute to how your stroke output is going to be executed. The lats also contribute to your ability to execute pull-ups. And finally, the lats also contribute to breathing events. So if I'm focusing, maybe I'm doing Wim Hof, I'm going, the lats play a major role in how I'm controlling my diaphragm and my torso. The next major muscle is going to be the erectors. So the erectors' main job is to protect and stabilize the spine. The erectors also help your torso rotate from side to side. And then if we have lower back pain, a lot of times, oftentimes, the erectors are gonna be the main culprit behind that cause of that back pain. That next major back muscle is going to be the traps. Okay, so the traps are gonna be responsible for controlling and moving your head. They're also gonna contribute to what your arms are doing, how your torso is moving, stabilizing the spine, similar to the erectors. And finally, my favorite muscle group in the entire back that really can contribute to a strong as back is going to be the rhomboids. The rhomboids are also going to contribute to stabilizing the spine, stabilizing the shoulder girdle, and focusing on scapular retraction. They're also responsible for shrugging exercises or shrugging movements, and then even scapular retraction here. Ooh. So we went over all the muscles that contribute to a strong as back. Now, what we're gonna do is provide exercises to help you get that strong as back. So that first exercise to get swole traps is going to be a kneeling snatch shrug. So this is a little bit more complicated. And if you need a wrist strap, that's perfectly fine, because the whole purpose here is that we want to build that monster yoke in our back, right? So if I'm here kneeling, I want to use my hips and try to get a nice contraction, a nice action at the top of this shrug. So I'm here, come through, boom, hips go back, and you can do, if you're strapped up with these snatch shrugs, you could do sets of 15 to 17 reps, and your traps and rear delts are gonna be totally lit up. So that second key exercise to get those swole traps, to get that big, strong ass back, is going to be a trap raise. This is similar to a drag curl, but we're using a trap bar. This is a special specifically from my dad. He has no neck still at the age of 66 years old because he always does trap raises. So we can go a little bit lighter, or if you want, you can add a little bit of weight and put those straps on. And we're here, and you can use a little bit of hip drive, squeeze at the top. And again, this is gonna blow up your traps, it's gonna blow up your biceps. I recommend when we're training your traps, because they tend to be a little bit slower twitch, doing 20 to 25 reps, and that's how that back is gonna really get stronger. So when we're training our lats, we also need to think about calisthenics, think about body weight exercises, okay? And one of the main things that we wanna focus on is just doing things over long duration and trying to actually move our body weight. That's why doing pull-ups is absolutely incredible for developing big lats. And doing pull-ups on the rings will even give you a little bit greater range of motion. Rope climbs are also phenomenal for building that lat strength, especially if you're a bigger guy. I did it. Mom, are you proud? Okay, so now we're moving on to the erectors. And one of my favorite exercises is a movement that I showed Natasha Aki, and I stole this from John Meadows. This is a seated dumbbell good morning. So you can sit here, right? Put this in here, almost like a Zercher hold, and you wanna get nice and deep, come up and try and arch at the top. Round, arch. And when we're thinking about our erectors, if we can round here slightly and then arch on the way back up, that's when we're gonna start to get a massive pump. Remember, the erectors are part of stabilization. Oh, my back's getting blown up. and protecting your spine. So they're slower twitch muscle groups, okay? Slower twitch muscles need more time under tension. So doing sets of 30 to 40 reps is how you're gonna get that back strong as oh, my back. Okay, so the next exercise to help your erectors is gonna be focusing a little bit more on rotation, and this can improve your strength and your piriformis as well, and your glute med. So this is a sweet exercise using our garage strength hydro weight. And what I like to do is put this bad boy on my back, and I wanna drive my elbow down, come back up, okay? Elbow down, come back up. Elbow down, back up. Ooh. And so if you can do that for 12 to 15 reps to each side, you're gonna blow up your erectors. And because the water's moving, now you have to be more stable. That's gonna help with your dynamic trunk control and also developing that strongest back. Now, when you're doing pull-ups, you can do rope climbs. That's a great way to stimulate that lat growth. But also, there's a lot of research that you can get a ton of lat growth and lat strength from doing rows. Old school bodybuilders like Bill Pearl back in the day, Perry Rader, would do chest supported rows. So you could do chest supported rows for sets of 15 to 20 reps. And those old school bodybuilders would love to do heavy barbell chest rows. This could even be called a seal row if you really, really want to load it up, and you can do sets of 10, 12, 15, or if you want to go heavier and stimulate that strength in the back, you could do sets of 3 to 7 reps. Okay, so now we're moving into the rhomboids. And remember, the rhomboids are essentially where we start seeing, like, now they're the smaller muscle, right? They're the smaller muscle that needs to be the big support to the traps, to the lats, to the erectors. So they play a massive role in helping improve your bench press, your jerks, anything like that, right? So one of my favorite exercises to improve your rhomboid strength is going to be the Meadows swings. John Meadows holds a special place right in my heart because he basically stimulated me in a conversation that lasted 2 hours when COVID hit to get on YouTube and start making these sweet videos. So in memory of John, we're gonna show you Meadows swings here. And what we like to do is our own little version where we'll go sets of 20 to 25, and you try not to touch those dumbbells back and forth, okay? So we're going back and forth, don't touch the dumbbells. And then as you get more fatigued, you can just start going shorter range of motion and really try and focus on retracting that scap. And that's where you're gonna lead to serious gains in that rhomboid strength. So if you've done Meadow swings in the past and you still need something else to stimulate that serious strength adaptation in your rhomboids, try rhomboid flies, okay? So I'm gonna give you that palms forward here. I wanna put my chest down a bit, and then I wanna do just a little bit of a reverse fly. But the key factor is I wanna keep my palms forward, okay? And try and squeeze your spine with your scaps. Oh. If you do 17 to 20 reps, you're gonna get a nice pump in those rhomboids, and that's gonna help improve all those other big lifts. So we gave you a crash course on the anatomy of the back. We even talked about all those specific exercises that can get that big time strength growth in each specific muscle. And then we went into those rep ranges as well. So use all of this stuff to help with your overall training. And if you want more information, you're struggling to figure out what you need in training, make sure you check out our brand new YouTube channel, Peak Strength. It's our brand new channel that's supporting all of our precise training methodologies. If you're struggling to gain mass, you're struggling to gain strength, make sure you click on the link down below so you can pick up our Mass Builder strength training program to help you get more swole. Because remember, if you want to become a freak, you've always got to cultivate your power. Peace.